So go up the mountain. This lesson is about that there's a revelation about the mountain and about this church and about what we receive here that has to do with leaving the mountain. There's revelations on the mountain and there's revelations going up the mountain, but there's a revelation that I want to share with you today about going down the mountain. There's been so many prophetic words, even before we owned this property, that there was this place. It was on a mountain, and gushing water was flowing like a river all the way down the mountain and was running through the streets of Patient. It was going down Easy Street. It was going down there by Green Valley Park. It was over there even by Rimview Road. It was just flowing, gushing through every street, every avenue, every parkway. It's the press. This vision has happened to so many people that come to this church. You know, it's part of the revelation of what should happen with your interaction with God, with your incredible revelations, with your dreams and visions, with your anticipation for the miraculous. It shouldn't be narcissistic. It shouldn't be something that, whoa, that's so cool. I'm so great. I've got so many interactions with God. I just feel so spiritual. Oh, sometimes we're just Christian drug addicts. Give me more of Jesus. I want to feel it again. Woo! But there's a revelation about gravitational pull that what goes up must come down. There's a reason why so many Christians are still depressed. And I'm just going to say it. I'm sorry, but it's because, oh my goodness, how do you say this politely? But they're backed up with indigestion because they got so much inside. But now it's just head knowledge, and it's not active, it's not flowing, it's not released, it's not let go. The gravitational pull has been to the Lord, but now you're just not you're not so keen even on Him because you've not shared the gospel. You've not turned around and become this fiery evangelist that understands that, wow, what I saw, somebody, you gotta know, you gotta hear, you gotta see what I saw. I'm going to prove it to you scripturally. That every revelation, every single time you have an interaction, an encounter with God, it's created on purpose for you to share. It's cool. So Jonathan Cahn writes in his book, Mysteries. The teacher says, after bringing the student up the mountain, he said, "We have no other purpose here on this mountain but to spend time in His presence." So we spent hours there, each of us alone with God, in prayer, in the Word, in worship, in silence. The experience was exhilarating. I could have stayed into the night, but that wasn't the plan. "We must go down now," he said. So we began our descent, and I said, I thought you brought me up to the mountain to give me a revelation. "I did," he said. "Then why didn't you give it?" "Because this one's not about the mountaintop. It's about leaving the mountain." So we continued our descent, and the disciples spent more than 3 years in Messiah's presence, but then He sent them out from Jerusalem to the world. In what direction did He send them? The student answers, "Out from Jerusalem." "Down," said the teacher. Jerusalem is a city built on the mountain, so to go out from Jerusalem, they had to go down. They had to go down the mountain. So to send them out from Jerusalem was to send them down from Jerusalem. So just as important as it is to ascend the mountain is to descend it. In fact, that's the direction of ministry, down the mountain. What do you mean? When you receive from God His blessings, His love, His revelations, His Spirit, His joy, His salvation, you're on the mountain. But you can't stay on the mountaintop. Nor can the blessings of God stay on the mountaintop. You have to go down the mountain. That's where your ministry is, at the bottom of the mountain, where the cities are, the towns, their marketplaces, the fields, the rest of the world. That's where they are, at the bottom of the mountain. So you have to go down. You have to bring down His love to the unloved. Bring down His blessings to the cursed. His riches to the poor. His presence to the godless.